Hello everyone, let's see question number 2 of practice set. Practice set simple interest compound interest. Now here I got a question for you which is a type of question. Obviously the concept is simple interest compound interest, but the type of question is data sufficiency. That means in question, this is the question, you will find the information not sufficient to get the solution. You need to see which of the statements are sufficient enough to get the solution. Yeah. Now look at the options. How do you mark option number A, B, C, D? In case if you have to, then how do you mark that? So here you have, mark option number A. If question can be answered with help of statement 1 alone, which is statement number 1, this is statement number 1. That means if I combine this first statement with the question, is it sufficient to get the answer? Alright. Mark B, if statement number 2 is sufficient alone to get the answer. C, if you combine both the statement, you need both statement to get the particular answer. And D, even if by help using these statements 1 or 2 you are not getting the answer. Yeah, that in that case you mark option number D. And you know what? The fun part is you don't have to actually get the answer, the numeric answer of this particular question. You just need to understand, you just need to apply your brain and understand whether the statements are sufficient or not. That's it. Okay, so let's see how do we solve this. Before that, you can pause this video and try attempting the question by yourself. Question said, little Peep lost her sheep. Okay. Kind of rhyme. All right. She couldn't remember how many were there. She knew she would have 400 more next year. 400 more next year. Whatever she has now, she will be having the number of sheep 400 more next year. Then the number of sheep she had last year. So last year, present, next year. Yeah. How many sheep were there? When? Now. When she lost, yeah, she couldn't remember how many sheep were there. Okay, because she lost her sheep. Did you get it? Okay. So we need to find out at present what's the number. So statement number 1 says the number of sheep last year was 20% more than the year before that. That means, let's say last year, whatever it was, last year, let's say it was the year 2000, yeah, and year before that 1999. Example, as per the question, this is 20% higher. There is an increase of 20%, and this simple rate of increase, this simple rate of increase 20% continues to be there same as next 10 years. This simple rate of increase, which simple rate of increase? The 20% increase continue to be there same as next 10 years. You know, do you find this information enough? Can we say, okay, so that means every year it is going to increase by 20%? 20% or so. Yeah, this simple rate of increase will remain same. You know, we will not be able to answer the question only with statement number 1. I'll tell you why. This 20% increase, so here the simple rate of increase continues to be there. So simple rate of increase will continue with there for next 10 years, but whether it is increasing, this 20% is increasing, this value we are getting with calculation of compounded half yearly, quarterly, in which case you have no idea. You will have no idea. Yeah, because this 20% rate of increase you can get by having some increase percent half yearly also. Are you getting this? Half yearly also. Yeah, So you need more data to understand whether it is compound interest, simple interest, it is increasing annually, it is increasing half yearly. You need little bit more data on that. So it is not really sufficient. If you count the statement number 2, which says the increase is compounded annually, there's a lot of relief. Yes, because here it's clearly states that the increase is compounded annually. Yeah. Now if you combine these two statements, okay, well, will you be able to answer this question by only second statement? That also we have to check. Only second statement, it has nothing. It says the increase is compounded annually. So statement number 2 has no additional data. Yeah, only statement number 2. That statement number 2 will support statement number 1. Now if you combine both the statement and read again, you will understand that you got enough data. That it is increasing by 20% more than the previous one, and the increase is compounded annually. This increase, which will remain the same, continue to be for next 10 years, remain same for next 10 years. This is going to be compounded annually. Now we are clear that every year it will increase by 20% compounded annually. Now we got the data, we have rate of interest, we know there is a difference between the last year and next year. The difference is of 400 keeps, right? Somehow I can do the calculation, see the value here, see the value here, and the difference should be 400, and we can actually make one equation which can get you the value of present. As I said, do you have to actually solve this? No. That is, this question belongs to data sufficiency. So we just need to identify whether the statements are enough to answer the question. Are you clear with this? Yes? If yes, then you got the answer. So you need both the statements to answer the question. So answer should be the answer. Which option will you mark? You will mark option number C, that you required both statements to answer the question. Yeah. So in the option A, B, C, D, you will mark C as the correct option. Fine. Okay. So I hope you understood the question. Let's solve the next question now.